Hey Aries, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your X spread for January 2018. I definitely encourage you guys to check out your rising and moon sign. Take all the messages in this video that apply to and leave the rest, okay? If this video does not resonate with you, check out your rising and moon sign, okay? In this video, I'm going to be covering four questions for you, Aries, and I'm going to pull a card for each question, and then if I have to do clarifiers or extra spreads, you know I always do, okay? So the first question is for you guys, for you Aries, is how does your ex feel about you? Please show us one card for how their ex feels about them. The second question is, does your ex think about you? So we got Nine of Swords, High Priestess. High Priestess is a major arcana card, okay? What went wrong for Aries with their ex? What happened? Queen of Wands, okay. And will you get back with your ex, Aries? All right. And a bonus, okay. Fabulous. All right, so let's start with the first card, okay? So how does your ex feel about you? You guys have the Nine of Swords. And basically the Nine of Swords is the worst case scenario card, okay? This is the card that talks about somebody who is conjuring up in their brain worst case scenarios. So basically, however your ex is thinking and whatever light your ex is seeing you in, Aries, I almost said Sagittarius. So if you have Sagittarius in your chart, go ahead and watch that video too. Or basically, if you are connecting with Sagittarius, then this video is definitely for you. But long story short, how your ex is feeling right now is they're looking at how the relationship went, and they're looking at it from a distance, and they're looking at it from a perspective of the worst case scenario. So maybe, for example, if you guys had an argument, okay, this is what I'm getting. If you guys had an argument, it definitely seems here like your ex could possibly be expanding the argument and making it feel like it's like the worst thing since sliced bread. So basically, if you guys only had like a certain argument and maybe to you Aries it was bad but it wasn't that bad, then whoever you are connecting with, showing through the Nine of Swords, basically it's saying here that your ex could possibly be seeing everything through the worst case scenario. You know, up at night, tossing and turning, thinking about, you know, what they could have done differently, how the conversation should have went. So if you're Aries out here who has had, you know, a couple crazy conversations with your ex and you're really not quite sure how to feel about it, it's definitely showing here that your ex is feeling the exact same way. Not quite sure how to think about it, not quite sure, you know, how this could have been stopped. It seems like it was just kind of like a freight train, and whatever conversation you had with your ex, whatever kind of like situation that went bad, it definitely seems like through the lens of your ex right now, Sagittarius, they're looking at it through the worst case scenario. So basically they're fearful about what's going to happen to you too. They're basically fearful about what has happened and what has transpired, and it's really the energy of not feeling like something can be recuperated only because something has gone so far. So like I definitely get here with the Nine of Swords energy, Sagittarius, that if you know you're with somebody who is like very sensitive or like, you know, has a lot of outbursts, like maybe like, you know, hot tempered, then this is really referring to that as well. You know, this is somebody who kind of just I get the energy. It's kind of like, you know, relationship where someone says something and then this person takes it, you know, all the way to the max. So there's really no middle ground. So whatever has happened in their eyes, it feels like, you know, the world has come to an end. Like that was like the worst, you know, argument ever, the worst conversation ever. So it definitely refers here to some kind of conflict, either verbal or, you know, through text message, but it's just kind of showing the light that there was some kind of, you know, altercation and it just didn't go down the right way. And so the way your ex is thinking about it and seeing it is, you know, oh crap, you know, how can I change this? I don't know if I can change this. So that's basically what I see here. Now, The second question is, how does your ex think about you? And you have the High Priestess card number 2. And this card is basically all about intuition. So the way that your ex is looking at you, Aries, is basically through the lens of intuition. Everything that they're kind of following the map on is through spirituality and is through their gut feeling. So if their gut feeling basically has told them that, you're not the one, then they're going with that. If their gut feeling has told them that you are the one, or you could be a great partner, or that you're a soulmate, then that's what they're going with. So basically it's a lot of like intense feelings here. So definitely I'm picking up on Sagittarius, fellow Aries like yourself. Definitely could be an Aquarius, definitely could be a Libra, really could be any water sign here, because there is some kind of sensitivity that's coming from all these cards. It's like very, very, walk on eggshells energy. So however this person's seeing you, Aries, it's from a deeper place in their gut. Whatever they feel about you, they feel like it can't be shaken. So it's a lot of like feelings here, Aries, of somebody who is not going to shake their view. Okay, whatever they feel, whatever experience they have with you, Aries, it's really not going to change unless there's something like that, like a big miracle that comes in. Basically, it's not really going to change their view unless you guys both present a different side of yourself to each other. Now, the third question, basically, Aries, is what went wrong in the relationship for you guys? And you basically have the Queen of Wands here. Now, when I first pulled this card, I was like, what is that about? But once again, this is talking about, leaping head forward and not really getting all the details. So what I pick up with this Queen of Wands here for you, Aries, is basically if you felt like someone was cheating, or if you felt like someone was neglecting you, you guys had no problem with communicating that. Whether it was true or not, I definitely get the feeling that, especially from you guys, that it was a scenario in which, you could have possibly just spitted things out there. And whether it was true or not, it was kind of like, you got an idea and you went with it. So I definitely get here, Aries, that there was a lot of miscommunication. What you were thinking and what your ex was thinking was completely different. And it's almost like, you had your own scenario in your head playing out, on a tape, and then they had their own scenario playing out on a tape in their head, and around we go. You see what I'm saying? Like, you had your own worst case scenario, they had their own worst case scenario. So it's really about showing a softer side, especially if you want to get back with your ex, Aries. What I feel like is needed here throughout all these cards is the need to show a softer side, the need to show a loving side. So if you felt like you were being quite harsh, or if this person feels like they were being quite harsh to you, then that's what the energy is showing here, is that it's the energy of someone who feels like, things were just blown out of proportion. Okay, so the last question we have here for you guys is, will you get back with your ex, Aries? Okay, is there a possible reunion in the works? And I think you have two brilliant cards. You really, really do. And your bonus is even better. The first card you guys have is the Ace of Swords. This talks about mental clarity. This talks about sharpness. Okay, this talks about cutting through all the chaos, all the worries, all the doubts, right? Nine of Swords energy, and doing what feels right, doing what's true. Okay, saying what's true from your heart, from your gut. And you guys definitely have this theme in your spread of saying things from your gut. Okay, like, it's very, very passionate. So I feel like a lot of you guys with your ex had a very, very passionate relationship, one that was very high intensity, high energy. And it was like, whether it was a good conversation or a bad conversation, it always left some kind of mark. And to put the proof in the pudding, you guys have the Six of Wands, and this is the ultimate victory card. So if you are looking to definitely get back in your ex's good graces, Aries, basically what you need to do is really approach them from a softer side, okay? Because anything you do this month looks very successful with your ex, okay? Even if you're trying to go to them to kind of clear something up, it's saying go to them with love, okay? Go to them with, like, mental clarity and what feels right in your gut, especially if there was like no real closure and all you guys did was like argue. It's saying, you know, go with a clean slate, go with a clear mind, okay? You know, put it out there in the universe and say to yourself, okay, this is how I want the conversation to go. And then, you know, build blocks upon that to actually make that happen with your ex. And it's saying regardless, you're going to have victory. So whether the victory is, you know, calling a truce or working out, getting back together, or whatever this victory card, the Six of Wands, means to you, you have a victory here that's waiting for you, Aries. But I definitely feel like there needs to be some kind of softening between you and your ex, okay? I feel like what you showed them and what your ex showed you may have not been the sweetest thing, okay? It may have been like very, very bittersweet, and it's not like you wanted that to be, Aries, but just for some reason, like you and your ex, that's just how it went down. So it's definitely saying here, you know, use your creativity, have a clear, you know, a clear map of how you want to talk to this person, what you want from this person, you know, kind of get rid of like all the extra junk, all the extra, you know, head noise. And when it comes to your ex, just go down to the details, go down to the soul part of why you are even thinking about this person or what you want from this person. So just give it your best shot, because regardless, you have victory. So this victory can come in different ways for different people. This could definitely be a reunion, or for others, it could be a truce, you know, finally having them see your side of the story and have no flaws in that story. Like, you say your scenario, they say their scenario, and the doubt and the pain is alleviated, and you guys can either move forward together or not. So Aries, this is your January X spread for 2018. I love you guys. Catch the next video. Tap the bell and subscribe below for all notifications. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.